Don't set Nigeria on fire. Federal government warns Ortom. Orders against inciting comments. Hello, my wonderful people. We know our very own brother, Minister of Information, that has no information. Well, he's sending a strong message to Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State, telling him that he should not set Nigeria on fire. And somebody is asking, who exactly is setting the nation on fire? You made a very ambiguous statement telling us that, well, very soon, sooner, very soon, you will see that Nigeria will begin to, Nigeria, the ban on Twitter will be lifted, blah, 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 blah. The guy went to America, spent Nigeria money, came back, did not even meet anybody, or nobody even wanted to meet him because they don't consider them as people who are really serious or really know what they are after. You see, so I mean, the way they are taking them and the way they are responding to them, it shows that they don't, you know, they call see finish, they don't see them finish. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. He said that within days has turned into weeks, weeks will turn into months. But who really cares? There are other ways if you want to use your Twitter. Let's get all the details. The federal government has warned various Nigerian leaders against making comments that are capable of setting the country on fire. Nigerian News reports that the government was reacting to the comment made by the Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State against President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. The governor has alleged that he has proved that the Fulani-speaking people are planning to take over Nigeria in a similar way the Taliban took over Afghanistan recently. But in an interview with reporters on Wednesday, Cap Minister of Information and Culture, Halaji Lai Mohammed, asked political, religious leaders and opinionated Nigerians to watch out on their utterance when speaking in public. The minister also cautioned the media to abide by broadcasting code and other regulations guiding them and not allow words like genocides and ethnic cleansing in the air. He said in the last few weeks, the country has been awash, especially from the broadcast media, with very inciting, ridiculous words, which has created a soar of panic in Nigeria. The inciting, ridiculous statement that came from politicians, religious leaders, and some opinionated moles have the capacity of setting the country on fire. This is because this is putting one ethnic group and religion against another and overheating the political already tense terrain. Our serious counsel to stakeholders is that they should understand and remember that leadership comes with a lot of responsibility. Tone down the hateful remarks because they are hateful to the country, he has said. They should remember that every war is preceded by this kind of mindless, ridiculous thinking, especially when it comes from otherwise responsible people who are people of tenacity and that should be taken seriously. The minister admits that there are challenges, but the government is doing its best to address the insecurity, banditry, insurgents, and fixing the country. We agree that there are challenges, but the government is now doing its best in addressing all these challenges, the insecurity, the banditry, insurgents, and fixing the economy. What one expected from these leaders at this trying period is to support and encourage the government. It is, however, quite disturbing that they have thrown caution to the wind, and it is no longer about leadership and maturity, but about who can say something that can break the country. Certain words that have been afraid of using before, such as genocide and ethnic cleansing, are now being taken over by the media wave. This is very sad. This is why it is important to call everybody to order to appeal to the sense of maturity, patriotism that everybody should be understanding and tolerant of one another, and that the country called Nigeria, that is why we are leaders and we must portray ourselves as one. If what we are praying for happens, there will no longer be leaders but servants in other countries, he has said. So, what are we talking about? Alhaji Lai Mohammed, the Minister of Information and Culture, Well, he's spoken well. However, we must not take that. We must not just take the words for levity and just sit back, sit down and just, let it go and just say, no, no, that's not what is happening. We are just going to be very, very honest and stand up and speak out for what is true. Because the truth of the matter is what Governor Ortom has said is not what is paining them, but the fact that he really allowed some things that they will not want people to hear to come out is the real bone of contention. Sadly, they have not answered his question. How come you were able to track Nnamdi Kanu? You are going after indigenous people of Biafra with all your might and power. How come you're not using the same might to go after those who are killing people? Is the dividing of the country more than the people that are being killed, lives and property being destroyed? The UN has sent a strong warning to Nigeria and other African countries about these very insurgents forming together and causing evil. The UN has also stood up and has said, well, we have intelligence information that these things are happening. How come these people are not rising up to defend the truth and say it as it is, but rather they are hiding under a disguise? How come all they are speaking about is the attack on the governor himself? They are not attacking the real issue. What is the problem? And how come nobody is really talking about it? Well, I'll tell you, when you are hiding or disguising under something, it doesn't matter what people say. You know what you are after. You will keep it, you will protect it, and you will not say anything, and you will be watching. And this is what you will do. So you will pretend as if all is well. You'll be carrying yourself as if all is well, and you will not speak out. You see, when things are going wrong and you know that you caused it, you will be using every way, form, or kind to hide from the true reality of what is on ground. You will not want to be seen. You will not want to be known. You will not want people to understand that this is what is going on. So what will you do? You live under what we call a pretense. You live under pretense and continue to pretend and act as if all is well. You and I know that all is not well. You and I are very aware of what is going on. So what do we do? It's a case of us rising up as Nigerians. I always say rise up because we cannot sit down in the valley of despair and uncertainty. So what do? We rise up beyond that situation. We rise up beyond the challenges. We rise up beyond whether how we feel is inconsequential in this matter. If we must experience liberty, if we must experience change, then we must do more and act on it. This is what it is. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Alhaji Lai Mohammed continue to tell Nigerians to bear with the government because he has never been kidnapped. No evil has come near him. May God not let it come near him. Leave us a comment. Bye for now.